Hi there. Welcome back to another NEWSTART series, coming to you from the Health Ministries Department at the Mapen Seventh-day Adventist Church. I pray and trust that with the new resurgence in the COVID rates, that we're keeping safe as we adhere to the protocols of social distancing, hand hygiene, and wearing your face mask, especially in public places and in crowded areas. Now, today we'll be looking at the topic nutrition. According to the Pen of Inspiration, in the book Ministry of Healing, page 6, we learn that disease is a violation of the 8 laws of health. And so today we'll be looking at another component of that 8th law, which is proper diet or nutrition. Now, it is well-known knowledge that there is a strong link between nutrition and disease. According to the Center for Science, in the Public Interest 2022, under the heading, Why Good Nutrition is Important, unhealthy diet was noted to contribute to as much as 678,000 deaths in the United States alone, and this is yearly statistics. And it has been said to be related to nutrition and obesity-related disorders, like heart disease, cancers, and type 2 diabetes. It also purported that in a 30-year period, obesity rates among adults have doubled. It has tripled among children and quadrupled among adolescents. That's significant. They have found, or further found, that these high risk for disease has been attributed, or they are further attributed these high risk for diseases to diets that are too high in calories, too high in fats and in sodiums and added sugars, and they are lacking or deficient in essential vegetables and fruits and whole grains and calciums and fiber, those things that are essential for health. Now, the sad thing about it, and even was noted in this study, is that many persons are unaware of the deleterious effects of their eating habits on their health. And that's not even it. Another study that was conducted in 2016 basically found the relationship between 27 diseases and poor diet. Among those listed were conditions like Alzheimer's, depression, anxiety, respiratory problems like asthma, osteoarthritis, infertility problems, and other reproductive hormonal issues, polycystic ovaries, acne, right? Indigestion, and there are so many more. And cancers are among it, right? So eating unhealthily can be really harmful to our bodies. Let food be our medicine, and medicine our food. Let us eat for our health. Now, you may ask, how can we do this? Well, starting by eliminating the junk food, the fast food, the processed foods, the white-looking foods like your white rice, your white flours, etc. Throwing out your juices. Well, stop drinking the juices, the sodas, the caffeinated beverages, the alcohol. These add nothing good to our bodies. And if they do add anything good, there are too many other chemicals in it that can be harmful to our bodies, right? And eat more foods that are wholesome, that are whole wheat, gluten-free, foods that are natural, non-GMO, organic. So it means, therefore, that we need to up our fruits and vegetable, nuts and grains and peas and beans and legumes intake in our diets. As a matter of fact, it is recommended that we actually take 3 to 5 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. And Also, in addition to that, we should mix the foods and the fruits and the vegetables, the type of peas and beans and these things, so that we get the optimal benefit or nutritious benefits from these foods. Very colorful, and you do a variety of it at each time, and that way you will basically get the maximum amount of nutrients that is required for your body. Now, you also want to avoid tin foods as much as possible. It is said to be high in toxins, and it may be high in sodium as well, and other preservatives that may not be good for our health. And also, if you can't avoid the tin foods, read your labels as well to ensure how much sodium. It is recommended that the sodium content should not be more than 2 grams. Additionally, if it is dented, do not buy it. Rust, do not buy it. There is a reason for it. It is said that when it is dented, these tin foods are dented, it causes the release of the toxins into the food, and that will be unhelpful for you. Also, buy organic foods and non-GMO foods. The good thing about it is that in our country, we have a wide and rich variety of foods, fruits and vegetables, nuts and grains, that peas and beans that are available to us. You're going to also avoid dairy products. Studies have shown that these can lead to hormonal issues. And if you have sinus issues, it will aggravate it and make it worse. So avoid dairy products. We can get our calcium from foods, from our nuts and our grains, our vegetables. So seek healthier alternatives. And if you already have chronic diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, it is recommended that you eliminate meat, all meat, flesh foods altogether for the optimal benefit. Now, we've looked at what to eat and what not to eat. Equally important is how we eat. So it is recommended that we do not just swallow the food. Matter of fact, we need to chew our foods and chew it well, right? Because digestion does start in our mouth. And by chewing our food well, we expose the food to the enzymes in our mouth, so that chemical digestion can actually begin. And it also reduces the work of the stomach in terms of preparing the food in a form that it can be absorbed. Additionally, we should space our meals, meaning that we should allow for 5 hours between our meals. And you might be saying, like, well, I can't do that because I'll be starving. Matter of fact, you can do it because, for one, it will do so much benefit for your digestive system in terms of reducing indigestion, constipation, and you get the better bloating, and you get the better benefit, much more benefit from your meal. So to space your meals, for the 5 hours, what is said, after eating your healthy meals, you follow that with a handful of nuts after your meal, and that will keep you satiated or full until your next meal. The only thing that is allowed during that 5-hour period between your meals is water. Yes, matter of fact, it is studied and it is fact that some of the times when we do feel hungry, it is actually thirsty. We are thirsty. So by drinking the water, we still allow our digestive system to digest the food that we had eaten without putting extra burden on the stomach. Also, it is also recommended that we should not have more than 3 meals per day, and 2 if you're obese trying to lose weight. Now, you may be saying, this sounds like a lot. You don't know if you can do it. But as I said, you start a little at a time with the knowledge that you now know. right? That's all you need to do. Now, and God has helped us. He has made provisions for us. In that here in Jamaica, we are so blessed with a variety of fruits and vegetables and all the essentials that we need to support health. So take a look at this video to see how blessed we are, and also what are some alternatives we can make in terms of getting the best from our foods.
The research behind eating Caribbean fruits. In our quest for healthier eating choices, we are encouraged to eat foods with less fat and sodium, more fiber, more complex carbohydrates, and low in calories. The foods that are most promoted are usually imported ones, since more is known about them than our local foods. We may therefore seek out whole grain cereals and breads, fruits such as the American apple, plum, and grapes, and vegetables such as broccoli and cauliflower. But how do our local foods compare? Who has not heard the adage, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? This is probably because the American apple has fiber to facilitate gut health and rid the body of waste. But did you know that one guava fruit has 4 times the amount of fiber, slightly more potassium, and 19 times the amount of vitamin C as an American apple? In comparison to a whole bunch of grapes, one guava has 25 times more vitamin C, 4 times more fiber, and about the same potassium. Likewise, it would take 15 American apples to supply the vitamin C content of one West Indian cherry. Cranberry juice has become very popular because of its benefit to bladder health. But have you thought that similar benefits could be had from coconut water at less than half the calories and with appreciably more potassium? A glass of cranberry juice will provide about 150 to 200 calories, while the same glass of coconut water contains only 50 calories while giving 400 milligram potassium compared to 60 milligram for cranberry juice. For those concerned about the sodium content of coconut water, be assured that a single glass will provide only 60 mg sodium compared to 700 mg in V8 canned vegetable juice. Also, be assured that the coconut water has no fat. The fat of coconut resides in the jelly and will thus be found in coconut milk, but there's no cholesterol since the coconut is of plant origin and cholesterol is found only in foods of animal origin. This means that butter will have cholesterol, but coconut milk, like the vegetable margarines, is free of cholesterol. Moreover, the traditional way of cooking with coconut milk for flavor is better than using margarine, which is often substituted in porridge, rice and peas, and soups. A tablespoon of coconut milk has only 38 calories and 4 gram fat, compared to 111 calories in the same amount of margarine and 11.5 grams fat. Also, the fat in coconut is healthier for the body than margarine fat. 2 other sources of fat that are often mislabeled are the Jamaican ackee and the avocado pear. Neither has any cholesterol, and the fat is monounsaturated. That is the same type of fat that we pay so much for in the olive oil. The Irish potato, brown rice, and whole kernel corn provide the least fiber per serving. Those of better value are whole wheat bread, green banana, and sweet potato, providing 1.5 gram per serving of about 70 calories. Richer still is rolled oats at 1.96 gram, but topping the list, you guessed it, our local breadfruit at 2.45 for a serving of 2 slices. So next time when you reach for the foreign goods on the shelf, don't forget, our local products are the best. This research was conducted by nutritionist Patricia Thompson. She is the Executive Director of Jamaican Island Nutrition Network.
So there you have it. Let us know. Take charge of our health today, one food at a time, and experience the health that is God's ideal for us. He says, Beloved, I wish above all things that thou prospers and be in good health, even as thy soul prospers. There we have it. What else we need? It is God's ideal for us. All we need to do is to follow his way. So you take care and eat well.